Stay tuned for more exciting programs only here on INCRadio.
This is INCRadio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Welcome to another episode of INC Radio's Faith and Melody, the program where we have meaningful conversations about our faith as members of the Iglesia Ni Cristo Church of Christ, while we also listen to inspiring INC original music. And today, we're all about being there for our friends, especially those who are in need. And with that said, we're so excited for you to join us in our topic for today, where you are able to share your thoughts and insights. So let's get started with our first song on our playlist today, which is entitled Kamusta na kayo?
Kumusta na kayo mga kapatid? Ayos ba naman kayo? Kayo bang lahat ay masigla pa rin at di nalalamig? Huwag mangyari na tayo ay maiwanan. Lagi tayong makikipagkaisa sa gawain ng iglesia. Kumusta na kayo mga kapatid? May akay na ba kayo? Ito'y taon ng pagbubunga, lahat tayo'y sumulong na. Tayo'y magpatuloy pa sa kasakdalan upang ang buhay na walang hanggan ay tunay na ating makamtan. Huwag mangyari na tayo ay maiwanan. Lagi tayong makikipagkaisa sa gawain ng iglesia. Kumusta na kayo mga kapatid? May akay na ba kayo? Ito'y taon ng pagbubunga, lahat tayo'y sumulong na. Tayo'y magpatuloy pa sa kasakdalan upang ang buhay na walang hanggan ay tunay na ating makamtan.
Don't be afraid to take the baby steps. It's another day. Don't forget God's just a prayer away. Don't give up now. Trust the process and keep learning. And if you need a friend, we're in this together, together, together. We're in this together, together, together. We're in this together, together, together. Together as a family in faith and melody.
everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good morning to everyone on our live chat. They are already flooding away with greetings. So, hello to all of you out there. I am Sister Jonah Lopez from the local congregation of Eastwood District of Edmonton. And whether you're tuned in with us in our live link or the replay, welcome to today's episode of Faith and Melody with our topic, I'll Be There. And with me, of course, there are other two hosts on our show. Good morning, Ate Arabelle.
Good morning and good afternoon from here, from London, United Kingdom. I'm Sister Arabelle Celestino, one of your co-hosts for today. And we also have another host with us.
Yes, and good morning and good afternoon, good evening. I am Carolyn Shank from Sacramento, District of Northeast California. And yes, the topic is I'll be there. So, yes, I am here. I'm here with the two lovely ladies here as well. And Sacramento's doing very well here. Weather's great here as well at Jonah.
Here it's a little bit raining. It's just a little bit of it's drizzling right now, but it's all good. And what can we expect on the show? I can't wait because this is such a nice topic. Of course, we will have an icebreaker. We will also be playing INC original music. We will have our heartbeats. These are favorite INC original songs. And of course, we will have our topic discussion of I'll Be There. We will also have our verse of the week. And if this is your first time tuning in to INC Radio's Faith and Melody, you've done a great job because you already are tuned in. So you did type in INC Radio DZEM 954 and you have subscribed. That's why you're able to chat with us. So there are two links. So we have our solo link and then we also have our 24-hour live stream link. So again, if this is your first time, subscribe and click that like button so then you'll be able to chat along with the rest of those that are in the live chat this morning. And yes, Kuya Tech, do we have our how to subscribe video to show everyone? Do we or not? Auntie Arable?
I'm afraid not today, but
Okay.
there are. If you're in Team Live Chat right now, by the channel name, there should be a subscribe uh, button,
Button.
and you can just subscribe to it. And there's also a bell button so that you can get notifications from INC Radio DZM 954 at any time of the day, because there are so many um, programs that we have here on INC Radio, and we hope that you'll also be able to continue to tune in not only to Faith and Melody, which is from Tuesday to Friday or from Monday to Thursday, but also to other programs here. Yes, at Jonah.
Awesome, awesome. And you know what? We have a lot already that are chatting away there on our team live chat, and we don't want to miss anyone. So, who is our first honor, Atikir? Have you seen who our first honor is? I think that's us.
Yes, I think it's I think it's I think it's actually Etty, Ivy, Giselle, Antonio, our sunshine there in Sacramento.
Oh,
Hello, Etty,
wow.
Ivy. She has started a conversation there on the comments and has got a few of us going. So she's out there saying hello. As well as we have a newcomer out there, Etty Johnny, you want to introduce our newcomer that just came in
Yes,
today?
yes. So Ate Nell, our sister Nelia, she has been a good friend, sister of mine from the Philippines in the local congregation of F. Manalo. This is San Juan in the Philippines. And we go way back, as in way back. Oh, age reveal. In our early Kadiwa days, or when you're 18 and not married, so you're part of the Kadiwa. So we go way back, and thanks to Ati Care or Sister Care here, who drove me to be able to meet her last week in the US West office. And so we got her She's always tuning in as well. She's listening while at work. And so she is tuned in this morning. So she's saying good morning to everyone. We also have Ate Joyce Rufino, who's also there. Hello, hello. And she's saying good morning, sisters. We also have Brother Nathaniel Russell. Hello, Kuya Nathaniel. And we also have our birthday girl, Sister Pauline Aguinaldo.
Yippee!
Belated happy birthday, Ate Pal. And she's saying happy Monday, Tuesday, everyone. Good morning, Ate Des, Ate Kira, Ate Jonah, tuning in from Sacramento. We also have Sister Vicky Demopoy, and she is greeting hello, Kuya J, Ate Bell, Kuya Tex, to all in the live chat, and as well, Brother Mario Oka. Good 12 a.m. here in the Philippines, and stay safe. Greetings from the local of Brixtonville district of Caloocan North. And Sister Vicky is also saying good afternoon from London, District of Great Britain. Happy Monday and happy watching to all our brethren around the world. Carl Luz is also there, who I also met. Woo-hoo. Awesome. She goes, hello, good morning. Happy Monday, FNM. Ate Joan, Ate Kier, Ate Arabel. Greetings po to you all from Livermore, District of Northeast California. And last but not least, we have Sister Agnes Veloria. Hello po, good morning. Happy Monday, everyone. Watching po from Sacramento, locale, District of Northeast California. Wow, we have a lot. We have a lot of our brethren tuning in and supporting us here on INC Radio's Faith and Melody.
I'm so excited. I hope that I hope that each and one of you in Team Live Chat will be able to stick around throughout the whole show for today because I mean the topic for today is being there. So I hope you'll be there till the so yes. Since we already greeted and welcomed everyone for today, let's go to our icebreaker. So for our icebreaker today, it's quite simple. It's just basically a catch up. So it's just one simple question. Let's see. Something nice that you did for last week. That some sorry, something nice someone did for you last week. Okay, so an act of kindness, or maybe an act of kindness that you did last week for someone. Let's see, Ate Jorna or
Oh,
Ate
you have to start with me.
Right.
Okay, last week has been one of the most epic experiences I have really experienced from the moment I touched down Sacramento. Ate Care was there to welcome me to Sacramento, and I've met a lot of our brothers and sisters in the Church of Christ from her locale. I've met Ate Joyce, Ate Ivy, I've met Ka Luz, Ka Rod, and just being able to have that time together. And Ate Care went above and beyond to host that meet and greet. And we are excited to let everyone know that yes, we will feature our meet and greet. We've kind of like save it for our one of our segments on Wednesdays. So that's one of my best experiences that I can share that Ati Care had done for me. There you go.
Wow. I guess.
Wow. Hopefully,
Wow.
I'll also be able to meet you in person, Ate Jonah.
Oh, same, same.
Aw. But yes, what about you, Ate Care? Anything that you would like?
Um, I guess I could just echo off of what Etsy Jonas says. It's just that the last past weekend we were able to meet a lot of the team live chat, and if not meeting them for the first time, then we are reconnected. We have been reconnected, and to be able to have the ohana, though there was a few missing, just the ones that were there is it was just It's just something that we were able to catch up. If that's the icebreaker, we were able to catch up with all our stories, with all our topics that we've talked about in the past, and just everything that was it's the words are so hard to explain, because it's just a great, great week being able to connect with other uh, brethren out there that we haven't seen or haven't met before. So that it was a great time to catch up.
Oh, that's
Sorry, start giggling, but okay.
and it's nice how you all met from team live chat and in the panel to real life. It's really nice. So hopefully one day I'll be able to experience that as well.
Yes, yes,
You never
yes,
know. Maybe we'll come visit you, right? At care, we'll visit you,
yes.
right? Woohoo!
Woohoo! Road trip,
Yeah,
plane trip.
plane trip.
What about you, Ate Arabelle? Has what is something nice someone did for you last week? We also want to know.
Yeah, so basically yesterday, we had a friendly match with one of the locals here in Great Britain. So it was Battersea. They're also playing volleyball with us on Unity Games, which will be next Monday. So we were able to play together against each other, and it was really fun because I mean, for Unity games, most of the time you will be training with your own local, right? So
Mhm.
it was really nice of them to come all the way to Heathrow. I mean, we're in the same city, but it's quite far from one another. It's like around an hour or 45 minutes from one another. So it was so nice of them to show up to our training yesterday, and we were able to also catch up with one another because we don't really see each other that often, and only during district activities or interlocal activities. So it was really fun because not only we're playing the sport that we like and we enjoy, but we're also like playing against each other. So that's already the fun in there. And
Aw.
it was for quite a few hours as well. So it was really productive because we were able to experience game time, uh,
Mhm.
like basically a pre-game time from Unity Games like 1 week before, and we were also able to enjoy one another's company, and
Mhm.
it was really nice.
That's,
And
we always hear this from Ate Care. You have to attend the activities because you don't know who you're going to meet there, right, Ate Arabelle?
yes, and it's always nice to be around new brethren as well. Maybe they came from different countries, or they just moved here, or maybe they just never they weren't able to attend other activities. So it's always nice to welcome new brethren, or to just catch up with your old friends from different locals here, since
Mhm.
it's a big district as well. But
Yeah.
yeah, I really enjoy it because it's also lately in London, it's been really sunny and warm. So I've been enjoying the weather. Like for the first time, it's not as gloomy, not like there, unfortunately. But yes, it's been really fun lately. So,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
but that said, like there's also allergy season coming, so there's also a lot of pollen. But yes, hopefully we'll get through that as well.
Yes, yes. Oh, allergies. Thank thank goodness I don't have that. But sorry
Same.
to hear that you have that, Auntie Air. I know it must be hard. But Luz is sharing. She says Saturday they had a Christian family organization singing for a cause where they visited care homes, and the children entertained the elderlies, and the Kadiwa, or the 18-year-old and above, non-married, and the Bukloods, they are the married ones in the Church of Christ. They were the backup. So can you just imagine the children singing? This is something really that I love, even when we have this in our locale and even in our district. It's nice when you see the elderly or the seniors like just have that smile on their face. It's just a way of for us to share that kindness, to be able to reach out to them, and for them to feel the love and the kindness of the Church of Christ. So it's really nice. It's really nice.
But yes, I think hopefully Team Laja will be there as well to uh, continue to share their stories. But
Mhm.
yes, let's see. I'd say okay, okay. Sorry, but yes, it's really inspiring how the youth is able to spread kindness from a really young age,
Mhm.
and that is basically one of the teachings that we have at inside the Church of Christ as well, to be kind to one another, especially to our brothers and sisters in the faith. And of course, that's also a way to share our faith. So if they start young, they will be able to carry that up until um, we grow up and grow old. So that's really inspiring as well. We did something like that in Heathrow as well. I mean, we did an INC giving cleanup drive, something similar. Maybe we didn't sing, but maybe hopefully we'll sing as well. But this last time, a few weeks ago, we went around the neighborhood and we were able to clean up a bit and pick up the litter.
Mhm.
And many kids were there as well, toddlers and babies.
Oh
So
wow.
it's really fun to, I mean, look after them, of course, and
Mhm.
see them play a big part in these kind of activities. But
Yeah.
yeah, since the ice has already been broken, let's go to our next song, which is entitled Kindness, since we were talking about kindness.
K-I-N-D, that's what we should always be. K-I-N-D, everyone that we meet. Greet all with a smile, every day and all the time. Treat everyone with love, the way that God loves us. Kindness comes from the heart. With kindness we must start. With all that we do and say, show kindness every day. K-I-N-D, that's what we should always be. K-I-N-D, to everyone that we meet. Kindness comes from the heart. With kindness we must start. With all that we do and say, show kindness every day. Greet all with a smile, every day and all the time. Treat everyone with love, the way that God loves us. Kindness, kindness, show our kindness. Kindness, kindness, show our kindness. K-I-N-D, that's what we should always be. K-I-N-D, to everyone that we meet. K-I-N-D, show kindness every day.
What a wonderful, wonderful song entitled Kindness. That's perfect for us right now because kindness is everywhere. Our topic today is I'll be there. I'll be there. So we are here. Who is out there? Who's out there? Share your link, share it, and let them be here as well so that you can shout out, I'll be there, right? So we're super excited to be here. Uh, that was such a wonderful song. We have some great playlists today. And if you want to listen to more INC original music, go ahead and go on YouTube and type in the INC original music or Iglesia Ni Cristo production company as well. put in the title, put on the genre, and you will get a list of songs, more than you could probably listen to in one day, because there's tons and tons of songs out there, and they are all originally made by members of the Church of Christ. They have either produced it, written it, vocals, everything. It's all wonderful and original. So go ahead and do that. There is an INC playlist out there. You can go on your mobile app as well, on your so yeah, on your mobile app as well. So just go ahead and tune into there. But we're gonna go ahead and go on to our topic, which is, again, I'm gonna it's entitled "I'll Be There." Right? Who can say that? Who can really truly say that? Right? So, in in our in life, we meet various different people out there. People who have common interests with us. People we like spending time with, people who simply bring us joy just by being there. Man, this is such a wonderful, wonderful topic at this moment. I can't express enough that this is perfectly perfect after this last weekend. So I want to ask the question, what does friendship mean to you? Is one of the first question, because there's actually two. So this is the first question. What does friendship mean to you? I, for me, it's someone who's always there, someone who's, again, who's got the same interest as you, someone who can make you laugh. That, for me, that's the number one, is who can make you smile out there, right? Because any friendship that can make you smile is a good friendship, right? Because you don't want a sad friendship, you want a happy friendship, right? So, what is your definition of a friendship to you? Team Live Chat, please type it in and let us know what is your definition, as well as we're going to ask the panelists here, what is your definition of a friendship? What does that mean to you? Etty Arabelle.
For me, friendship is basically looking out for one another, being there for one another. Maybe you won't be able to help them in ways that, uh, I mean, some things are out of your control, but as long as you show up and show your support or help in ways that they want to be catered with, uh, that's how I see friendship, basically showing up and, I mean, being there, like our topic for today. And it doesn't have to be every day. There's certain friends where you're able to talk to every day, text every day, call every day. But there are other friends who, although you don't see each other every day, or every week, you're still able to have a great connection with one another, a great and strong bond. So it's not about how far you are, or how often you see each other. As long as you show up, especially in times of need, that's what a real friendship is. It They're there for you, and they care for you, and you feel loved.
Yes, definitely, definitely. They care for you. You feel loved. There are different levels of friendship. Yes, there are some that you can talk to every day, two times a day, four times a day, sometimes too many times a day, right? And then there are times that you could talk to people that are, once a week, once a month, once a year, but still be connected. So there are different kinds of levels. That friendship, the friendship that you do have, you always know that you can count on them. You always know that at any time of your moment of your life, you can rely on them as well, and know that they are always there for you. Again, as Atiarabel said, it's somebody that cares for you, somebody who takes care of you, somebody who's just physically there, or even not physically there, because you could be a million miles away, you could be 1,000 miles away, but still know that you are still friends. Correct, Ati Jonah?
Yes, I actually love what Ati Arable. I want to echo on what she said. There are friendships and you have friends that you don't talk to often enough, but you do still stay connected. You still keep in touch. And the friendship that I really like are those that would help me grow. That's the kind of friendship that I'd like. That if I know I am kind of going the wrong path, they will correct me. That's the true friendship that you want to cultivate, because they are there to guide you, to correct you if needed. Instead of staying quiet, they'll put you in your place. And really, that's a kind of friendship that I would love to have. And I have that. And it's having the trust, the honesty, the respect, uh, that you have for each other. Although we've mentioned this in the past, you do know that you do have boundaries as well, right? But true friendship, they are the ones, like you said, Ati Arabel, Ati Care, like they're the ones who will be there for you. They will be there for you no matter what. In good times and in bad times, they will be there for you. And it's just a matter of maybe a message away, a phone call away. But those are the ones that will be there for you no matter what.
Yes, exactly. So the definition of friendship for us is those that will be there for us no matter what. And again, I want to just bounce off that with Achi Jonah, Sister Jonah has said, is that if it doesn't, I lost. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna just go at that. But I'll probably remember it later on. But the second question is, how do you define a good friend? Whether it's the traits, the qualities, what. So the question is, how do you define a good friend? But before we go to that question, I do want Tijona to read some of these insights as well. As there's some comments out there before we lose them in the comments. I want to
Yeah,
go ahead and go with that.
yes, for sure. Because our team live chat is sharing their thoughts on this too. What does friendship mean to you? So Sister Ben White says, today someone made me laugh until I got to the Jeep. I couldn't get rid of the smile on my face. Friendship is about sharing same interests. And our acronym master is on here. He is with us, Kuya Rod Kahayag Friends. Fight for you, respect you, include you, encourage you, need you, deserve you, stand by you. Wow. And I met Kuya Rod in person. So, woohoo. Thank you, Kuya Rod. Always, always supporting Faith and Melody. And Carlos Alvaro says, to me, friendship means continuance, an extension of myself. What I am not, he or she is, so that we help each other strive for perfection, learning from each other. Oh, these are nice, very, very nice insights from our team live chat. And Sister Rachel Lynn Weiser from Bloomingdale. She was actually one of my bridesmaids when I got married. So thank you, Auntie Rach, for tuning in. She is, I don't even know now what's the district, because they have already kind of like spread in many districts, but I know she is from the local congregation of Bloomingdale. She says, close relationship between people who care about and support each other. It is built on trust, honesty, and mutual respect, sharing common interests and experiences, and enjoy time together. And another one from Kuya Rod, I like where we communicate with each other regardless if uncomfortable or not. Be real with each other. Tell me if I have black pepper on my teeth, and I'll let you know if you have something on your teeth. I think I told you this at the care, if I'm not mistaken. They say a true friendship. No, you don't need a mirror if you have a true friend, right?
Exactly.
Because a true friend
Exactly.
will tell you if there's something wrong with your face. You don't need a mirror. All you need is a good friend beside you.
Oh,
And
that's
Exactly.
a nice
right?
saying.
Yeah. You don't need a mirror if you have a good friend.
Yes,
There you go.
exactly.
Kind of like what Kuya Rod said there.
Yes, exactly what he was saying. Actually, that was what I was going to mention, is that sometimes, a good friend will tell you something you don't want to hear, but it is something that you need to hear and not something that you want to hear.
Mhm.
So, they will tell you the truth, they will be transparent, they will be the one to let you know that this needs to change, or this you need to fix something. So you want to hear it from them, because as Auntie Jonah says, you want to grow, you want this growth, and you want that to happen. And who else is going to tell you this that needs to be changed is your good friend, or a good friendship that you have as well. So I don't know if there's any more out there for the second question, when how do you define a good friend. Actually, we haven't answered that yet. So if we could have either Sister Belle or Sister Jonah define a good friend. So, Team Live Chat as well, define a good friend. What is your description of a good friend out there?
For me, a description of a good friend is someone who keeps you grounded, yet has the ability to push you to be a better version of yourself.
That
So,
mic
I
dropper right there at Erico.
I mean,
Yeah.
uh, we have all sort of friends. Like we can have like a fun friend. Oh yeah, let's go here, let's go there, let's do this, let's do that. Like a more spontaneous friend. We have a friend that is far away from us. We have all sort of friends, right? So I mean, I feel like the core thing that we should find in the friends that we want to keep for a long time during our lives is that they do care for us, not only for their own benefit but also for our own benefit. Because I mean, our friends can help us, like having a lot of friends, like you have connections and they can help you out in many ways or in certain areas. But if a friend really loves you, they look out for you for who you are and for what you need. So that's how that's how I would define a good friend. It's not
Oh,
only about the fun, and it's not only about the food that you share with one another, like Kuya Rod said
you're
earlier.
right.
He said friends share each other's ube. If what ube is from a purple yum, is like a sweet potato. Yeah,
Yeah.
we use that for desserts in the Philippines. But
Yes.
yes, it's not only about the fun and the food, but yeah, it's also pushing forward and to look at the bigger picture. I mean, where do we want to be when we grow older, or who do we want to be when we grow older? So they're a big component in who we are going to be. They help us in who we want to be.
Yes, exactly, exactly. I want to also say that I know some of us also has mentioned that to define a good friend is that that friend will always give you that time when you are in need, or if you are needing someone to talk to. That friend will drop everything and come to you and talk to you, call you, message you. Um, it doesn't matter how busy you are. It doesn't matter where you are at. Um, a good friend will drop everything and come to you, right? And spend that time with you, giving your time, because time again is very precious time that you cannot take back, right? Right. Okay, so that is, I actually, we do have some comments out there on Team Live Chat. If one of you
No, I
can,
just, I just read Kuya Rod's comment there. He says a good friend will answer my call at 3 a.m. in the early morning. I don't want to be Kuya Rod's friend because he might start calling at 3 a.m. Just kidding, Kuya Rod. But I guess what Kuya Rod is saying here, they're like what Ati Arabelle had said, someone who will ground you, who would uplift you and make you a better person. I really love that. You know, you cannot say you have a good friend because it's all fun and just like you said at the Arabelle, right? But it's when you are able to be your true self, whether you have this, your personality that's so unlikable and unlovable, but then they will still love you for who you are because that is you, and you're just being transparent. If they are able to accept that because that's who you are, that is a good friend. And I have to commend, I have to shout her out and acknowledge Atikir. I've only known Atikir September 2022, but
Wow.
we clicked in a way that we help each other out. I call her out if I see something wrong, and same, like, ooh, okay, okay. We're always that kind of friend with each other. Like you said, you uplift each other. You want to make the other person a better Christian. That is what we are taught inside the Church of Christ, right? You are there. I'll be there for you, my friend. And she has always been there for me. So, the friendship has grown to a deeper level of friendship because we've seen each other's lows and highs, and she has gone above and beyond to show me this is the kind of friend that I am, and I am just forever grateful for that. And I want to acknowledge INC Radio's Faith and Melody for the friendship that we have established, because if not for Faith and Melody, I would not have met Atikir. And so she is the kind of friend, when you see it on the chat, I'm sure Ati Ivy, Ati Joyce, Kuya Rod, Kaluz, everyone that had met her in person will echo that and say, yes, Ati Care is a very good friend to have in your life. So I am blessed to have Ati Care. Of course,
Wow.
with the rest of our Ohana, the rest of our, INC radio family, our INC brethren, brothers and sisters. They are all brothers and sisters to us, extended family, right? Outside of blood family. But to have a best friend like Atikir, it's a blessing for me.
Wow. That's really deep. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, I would probably go on and echo on that as well. And we would be here, and this would not be a 2 hour show. We would make it a 4 hour show. But again, I do want to thank Faith and Melody as well. If you are out there watching these radio shows, it's such an amazing, amazing feeling to be able to find that friend, to be able to find that best friend out there, because it is there is somebody out there for everyone, whether it's for love, whether it's for friendship, whether it's for support. There is somebody out there. You have to share these links because there is a connection amongst all of us. But Faith and Melody, running Monday through Thursday in the States, 9 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Share the link. Share it to everybody because you just don't know who you will meet. You don't know who is out there that you haven't met yet. The connections are there. And to say that I'll be there, I'll be here for you. And to, again, it doesn't take long to have that connection. As Ati Jonah mentioned, it's just been a couple of years, few years, but the connection is so strong that who knows who else is out there that somebody else can meet and say, wow, I want that friendship. I want to find that as well. And have that somebody tell you, I'll be there. I'll be there for you no matter what. No matter the circumstances, you have that support system always. So go out there and share that link is very important. It's not to just benefit us, it's to benefit everyone that is out there that we love as well. Right, Atira, though? Tijana?
Yeah. And in Team Live Chat, they also were able to share uh, how they would define a good friend. So I think you already mentioned that uh, Saban White said, a good friend is someone who is comfortable being real with you and loves your company and okay talking about problems in a light-hearted way. And then Queer Rod also said, Ube, which means unbelievably bestest ever friends. And then he also mentioned that good friends have great communication. Uh, and as mentioned earlier, like no matter the distance and no matter how busy you are, a good friend will show up for you. And Sister Ivy said, a good friend is someone who understands your quirks and accept you for who you are, even when you're at your worst. There's someone who is there for you through thick and thin, who challenges you to be a better person, who enriches your life in countless ways. And Sister Zenaida Navistera said, "A friend for me is someone who can relay in times of sadness and good times." And also greetings to Brother Guy Muhar. Good morning, happy viewing, happy watching everyone from the local of Libmanan city from the Philippines. And then Gani Ortiz, hello po, watching from Atimonan, Quezon. And also Sister Jazel de la Rosa, hello po, and of course Sister Zenaida said her greeting.
Auntie Jazel is from Mediterranean, if I'm not mistaken. So hello, Auntie Jaja. Thank
Hello.
you for tuning in. Yes.
And someone just joined us right now. I don't know if she's ready, but I think once she has her cam on, she will be ready. But yes, I'm glad that most of us and all of us were able to share what we find, what how we would define a good friend. And I'm so glad that Ate Jonah and Ate Care were able to find their friendship through INC Radio. So
Yes.
we can see taking up a duty within INC Radio, or just joining INC Radio, is a great blessing, because not only you will benefit from talking about our experiences here on INC Radio, but also finding friends and family here on INC Radio. And it's a great blessing, because not only we are um, brothers and sisters in the faith, but we also feel like a real family. But yes, here with us, there's also a guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, everyone.
Auntie
Hello.
Adele!
Auntie Adele.
Hello po. It's been a while, Ate John and Ate Claire. Yes po. Hello po to everyone who's tuning in to Faith and Melody. I'm your Ate Vice from the District of Great Britain. I've joined last time, but I was with Ate Val and Kuya Jay. So hello.
Aw, it's so nice to have you here at Edel. But yes, we today we are talking about being there. So, um, earlier we were talking about what friendship means to us and how we would define a good friend. So, what about you? What are your thoughts on this? What would you like to share?
um, what was the question? Define a good friend.
Yes.
How to define a good friend? For me, a good friend for me is someone who is honest, who will tell me if I did something wrong and is not afraid of how I would react. And even if I react negatively to what they said, they will still be honest with me because they should know naman na how like my personality. So yeah, that for me that's my definition of a good friend.
So basically, taking, I mean,
Hmm.
making you accountable, that is of a great one of the great traits that we could have in a friend. And I also love how you mentioned about honesty, because nowadays sometimes people, I mean, it's okay sometimes to sugarcoat if the person is really sensitive, but sometimes they don't really go straight to the point for us to get better or be better. So being honest with one another not only is a great way to improve yourselves, but also to share that you actually care for one another. So I'm glad that we were able to share all of this together. But yes, since we are getting so deep into this conversation about friendship and being there for one another, let's take a quick break from our topic discussion. So we will be going on to our next song for today. But don't worry, we will be right back. And our next song will be is entitled "Take Care and Love Our Good Friends." Take care away, Kritek.
It's so much fun when you have someone that you can count on. have someone that you can count on. It is great to have good friends, they are a gift from God. Keep it in your heart and in your mind, the right thing we must do. Wherever you go, whatever you do, and you will have good friends with you. Always be good, always be kind to everyone. Always be polite, 'cause this is the way God wants us to be. Take care of and love our friends.
That was Take Care and Love Our Good Friends. I hope that you enjoyed that song. It's really cute as well because it's the CWS or the Children's Worship Service members who were able to sing the song. So cute. And yes, with that said, we were able to share about um, what we find, how we find a good friend, and what does friendship actually mean to each and one of us. So, with that said, how do you know when someone might be in need of help or support? Sometimes our loved ones and friends um, are always there for us, right? Especially in times where we feel low, or it's times where we actually feel lost. So how are we able to show our support to them, especially when they don't really show that they need it? Let's see, Ate Edelweiss.
For me, ate, nagulat naman ako yung um usually naman kasi you can feel it, right? You can feel if your friends are not okay or they're not being themselves. That means that there's something that's bothering them. And because for me, I'm the type of person that I would wait for them to tell me or to approach me. But I will always assure them naman na I'm always here. If you need someone to rant on, if you need a shoulder to cry on, I'm always here naman. So yeah, that's for me, ate.
That's really nice, Ate. But sometimes it's really like for example, I mean that's me. That's for me. I'm able to be there for like my friends and like my loved ones, but I don't really I don't it's hard for me to show it that I need help. So um unless like it's like my family, they know me so well, they know how to read me through. Sometimes it's hard, but yeah, um, it's hard to show that to our loved ones that we need help. But yeah, for example, for me, when I feel like someone needs help, I basically try to create a friendly environment, a safe and friendly environment for them. They don't really have to open up to me. And as long as you know that, as long as you make sure that uh, they know that you're there, I think that's how I know I can help them. Unless they really don't want any, I mean, it's not that they don't want any help, but unless they would like to just keep it to themselves, or they would like to face it on their own in their own way, then of course, then I'll just stay there and support them. But yes, what about you, Ate Jonah? How would you show up for your friends?
like what I just want to echo on what Ate Ilda said. Sometimes, you just feel it. When you have that true friend, you know when there's something bothering them. They don't need to speak, they don't have to tell you, and you just need to be there for them. Sometimes all they need is a listening ear. They don't need advice, they just need for someone to be there, so then they can just speak their heart out. And that's all, sometimes it's all they need. um could not be probably not material stuff that they need, but knowing that someone will be there to even just listen to them. And when they open up and ask for help, then you can offer the help. But until then, I learned this from my son. He says, Mom, sometimes people just need you to be there so you can listen. They're not asking for advice, they're not asking for help, they just need someone to be there to listen to them. So, and then when they start opening up, and then when they ask and tell you, I need advice on this, that will be the only time you give your advice to them. But other than that, just being able to be there, uh, having that special friend of yours, knowing that no matter what, they will support you and they will try to uplift you. I think that is one of the most important things that we can do to support someone, especially those in need. Because they might, like you said, at the Arable, they might be shy, they might be embarrassed to even ask for help, but you will feel that when there is something wrong with them, like Ati Adele said, having that friend, sometimes they don't even need to say anything. There's that there's that gut feeling that you have within you that, oh, this friend of mine needs help, and then you reach out to them, and then that would be the start of it. That's terrible.
Thank you for sharing that, Ate Jonah. And yes, especially on a deeper level of friendship, where you're able to say, to see how things bother them, or certain things that might annoy them. I mean, you can read them well, right? So it's nice that you keep that boundary where you wait up until the moment that they open up. That's a really great advice. And thank you also. I'll keep them into mind. But yes, in terms of showing support, sometimes I always I keep them included in my prayers, because sometimes you can't do anything for them, or all you can do is just be there for them and show them that you care. So what I usually do is also include them in my prayers, and then God will do the rest, right? But
You know
yes.
that that's more than enough. That's actually the best that you can do, to include your friend in your prayer. I think that's priceless right there. To have that friend that prays for you, that's immeasurable, terrible.
Yes, and not only it brings inspiration to your friend, but also to yourself, because you feel closer not only to your friend but also to God, because it's during those times of need where you where the first thing that that comes into your mind is like, oh, I need to calm down and I need peace. So God is there to provide that for us. But yes, what about you, Atikare? What would you like to share with us today about this?
It's that you can't beat that. That's actually the mic dropper right there. You can't go any further than that. And that's the benefit of answering last is you're not able to get the good answer, but that's fine. That's a really good answer. I can't really beat that, but I do want to say, or what I was going to say is, if you know your friend, or you don't even, I want to say you can probably read people, but I, I always say silence is louder than hearing them actually, because if they are quiet, if you know that they're quiet, if you know that they have not made any noise, if they have been in the back burner and just not being in the mix, not messaging, not being on social media, not doing anything, and they've been really silent lately, then there's that, again, there's that feeling that you have that there's something there where you need to reach out to that person and maybe say, oh, you know what, I'll be there. I'll be there for that person. Um, for me, that is big because if you know you're a good friend, or if you know that person, and they're usually laughing, they're usually giggling, they're always telling jokes, or they're just a happy person, and all of a sudden they're silent or they're not making any noise, then there's something going on. And the best thing you can say is, I'll be there. As the topic says, you'll be there, because that's probably what they need. Not everyone can easily go out and ask for help, and that's the time that you have to be the one to stand up and be the first to reach out. Not a lot of people um, can freely say, what they need to say. There are a lot of shy people out there, including myself, that it's hard to say what you want to say. But when somebody approaches you, or somebody that is good friends with you, or somebody, not even has to be good friends, but if you already know who that person is, you might have to be the first to reach out, because silence is louder than them having to speak as well. There you go.
Yeah, I love
Sister
that.
Erica.
It's some, especially since we have these means of technology nowadays, it's easier for us to reach out to one another. It's not a letter that will come like after 2 months anymore, or a call that is only a few minutes, like what, 10-minute call and that's it. Or the, what was that called that we used to have back then, the pager, like you call the um the
I think you were still a baby at the Arabelle when the pager came out.
but I remember that my dad and my, I think my mom had it as well. I remember like seeing it as a child, so I can kind of relate to it. But yes, it's much easier nowadays to just reach out. And I love how Atikare mentioned that, and it's something that we should remind ourselves as well, that certain people uh, have their own ways to show that, to cope with certain things. So uh, you're right, Atikare, silence is much louder in those times of need, and being aware of that is is something that not only a good friend should do, but I mean, if you really care for that person, we need to step up, right? If they were able to be there for us when we needed them, then all the more we should be there for them, right? Not only because they were there for us, but we care for them, and showing showing that we care, and not, and sometimes, you know, we're talking about uh helping them and talking about the situation, but sometimes they don't speak up because they feel overwhelmed and they want a break from whatever situation they're going through. So sometimes it's best to just say, oh, let's grab a coffee, or let's go to the park like tomorrow, or they just need a break, right? So, and it's also nice to just spend quality time with one another, right? I was talking about earlier about how we have different kind of friendships, right? But when you have a true friend, they tick basically all the boxes that that are there. So you have someone who will pick you up at any time of the day, just to go for that last minute adventure, saying, oh, let's go hiking, or let's go swimming, or that one friend that is able to show up when you are really crying or just feeling lost. So each friend is different, but at the same time, there are different ways to cater to them, and depending on the situation, uh, it's best for us to, you know show up in different ways as well. So it's not about the situation that they're really going through, is how we actually approach that situation with them, and making sure that they do feel our love for them, because there are different love languages as well, right? So if they love spending time with their friends and family, then just plan a trip, or just a nice catch up at the at the coffee shop, or just getting groceries together. That's already fun because you're doing something mundane, but you're making it fun because you're with your friend. It's not about what you actually do. Actually, it's just how you showing up and how you show up for them. It doesn't have to
Yeah.
be anything fancy. Yeah.
Yes, super agree. And, just want to read some of the comments from our team live chat. From Kuya Rod, he says, you can feel when they need help, or if something is wrong, your friends. Friends will also respect their need for space if they are asking or need it. So, very, very true. Ati Ivy says, sometimes just reminding them that you're there is enough. And Kalu says, you don't take them for granted or make assumptions. Being observant to their actions and communications will help you know them well. At times, our presence alone is enough, making effort stand by the saying, if there's a will, there's a way to best friendships. Oh, wow. And greetings from Sister Diana Gallevo. Hello, hello po. Hello, everyone. Friends are always in my heart and mind forever, watching from Fremont, and this is the new district of Silicon Valley. And Brother Ron Poblete, also good morning to everyone from the district of Mountain States. So thank you po for tuning into Faith and Melody. Okay, I take care. You are muted. There you go.
Oh, sorry, sorry. I guess we are up for our heartbeats. Am I correct, or is that where we're at?
Yes, I
Yes,
think I am
right?
supposed to actually intro that.
Yes.
Heartbeats is actually some of the most requested songs from our team live chat, or some of our favorite songs as well. INC Radio, Faith and Melody's favorite INC original music. So, Kuya Tech, if you are ready, let's hear that bumper.
Your requested song, our favorites, Faith and Melody Heartbeats.
Awesome. And what a perfect song to play, talking about friendship, talking about friends, talking about I'll Be There. The title of our INC original music is Your Friend, and this is performed by Sister Jamile Navalta on Musico Season 3. So let's hear this beautiful song. Stay put. Fate and Melody will be right back.
Hey, are you okay? Is the world treating you fair? The sun's still
your requested song, our favorites, Faith and Melody Heartbeats.
And thank you for that beautiful song, Your Friend. I will be your friend. And everyone here in Faith and Melody could be your friend and family as well. We've been talking about friendship and friends, how we can be good friends. How do we define friends? And it's nice to hear our different perspective when it comes to friendship, how we want to be there to support each other, to be a better person, to be better Christians as well. This is, one of the teachings we always uphold inside the Church of Christ. The brotherhood inside the Church of Christ is one thing that we really want to uphold and share with each other. And so, what advice can you give when it comes to building meaningful and supportive friendships? Because there are times when, we have friends, we have friendships, but we also have supportive friendships, we have meaningful friendship, the deeper level of friendship. So, in the panel here, share your thoughts with us, and even on our team live chat, share with us what advice can you give when it comes to building meaningful and supportive friendships. For me, I think the very first thing is just being transparent. If your friend can accept the person you are, your personality, good or bad, you know, who you are, I think that is a trait to building a more meaningful friendship, because being transparent and, like what Ate Adele said earlier, being honest with each other, you will know your likes and dislikes, you will know their weaknesses, you will know their strengths, and then you work on that to build up on that friendship, and then having that relationship through friendship, that will even foster to a better relationship. And that, you don't know, maybe you can even increase that friendship and have another circle of friends, and then you're building all this friendship because of that foundation. And so for me, I think one of the advice that I can give to be able to have a meaningful and supportive friendship is just being transparent. Be transparent, be honest, and be accountable. I think those are the three traits and advice that I can give in order to build a meaningful and supportive friendship. But in our panel, I would just say, you know what? Just unmute and share your thoughts on this. What advice can you give when it comes to building a meaningful and supportive friendship? I don't want to call out anyone. I just want you to unmute just so then, you can share your thoughts on this beautiful topic that we are having. Unless you want me to call you, I'll call you.
Okay,
Auntie
since
Erica.
no
Okay.
one,
Yeah.
no, oh, sorry. Since
Okay.
no one,
Yes,
since no
sure.
one
Auntie Adele.
wants to
Yes,
unmute to
for
speak.
sure.
Okay, let me help you out, Ate Jonah. Ate Arabana, I'm just joking. Okay, let me start off. Well, for me, Ate Jonah, and to everyone else, for me, no one, I think, an advice for you can, comes to building a meaningful and supportive friendship is effort as well. um let's just give you an example, like with Ate John and Ate Care. I've seen how their friendship grows, so I've witnessed it anyway.
Aw.
So the effort that they give to each other, surprising each other with with birthday surprises and all that, that's a big part, of friendship. And not taking it for granted as of, diba? You have to cherish everything. And it's not, it's not very, it's not very common to have a friends like that. So really, if you have a friend like that, never take it for granted and cherish them, because especially nowadays, friendship, that kind of friendship is very rare to see for. So yeah, it is very admirable of just seeing your friendship grow for, and how it all started because of this program. And I think that's also in my case, with brother Nick and sister Steph, you know it started because of Faith and Melody. Our
Aw.
friendship started because of this program. So Yes
Yeah.
po, and up until now naman, we're still, we're still catching up with one another, although we're quite busy with our everyday lives naman po.
Yeah.
But
Because it's different, right? At Adele, like when you are able to find, those kind of friends that will be there. Like you said, you're also busy in your everyday lives. But I really love what you said. The effort is there. The effort. Like Ati Care had shown that effort. The first time she surprised me attending that Unity Games just to meet me in person. Life like, oh wow, like this is immeasurable. And then surprising me to have one of my best friends from way back when I was still single to have like we've never seen each other for almost like more than 10 years. She was able to get her to attend our meet and greet. That effort right there is priceless. I said I cannot top this. I can't do anything, to measure up with this. But like you said, I totally agree. The effort is there, and that is very, very important. And yes, I can't top that. I take care. Like I don't know how I can do better than that. But then, as the receiving end, I am blessed. And like you said, because of INC Radio's Faith and Melody, we have this friendship that we have established. We have, the brothers and sisters out of family, but because we are brothers and sisters inside the Church of Christ, it's so meaningful. It is priceless. And also, at the Adele, I don't know if you heard earlier, we also met our team live chat. Kuya Rod, we've met in person. Kal Luz, we've met in person. It's just, and then meeting everyone, even in the Philippines, our Kuya techs, our technical team, meeting them in person as well. It's so different to have established that kind of like that is a meaningful relationship and friendship. I'm gonna put Ati Care last. I'm gonna check with Ati Arable first. We'll save the best for last, Ati Care. But Ati Arable, what about you? What advice can you give regarding having meaningful and supportive friendships?
Well, what, Jonah, um, and life is so busy. Most of us are always in a rush. Oh, wait, I need to get to work. Oh, I need to go here. I need to do this. I need to do that. Or I've got meetings, or like all different stuff that are are happening in our lives, right? But sometimes we forget to slow down and make time for our friends and loved ones. It feels like, oh, in a blink of an eye, it's already been a year. I was like, oh, what did I do in that year? I haven't seen them in a while. You know, we need to be aware that uh, a friendship is a bond. So that bond needs to be nurtured and strengthened from time to time, not only from one side, but from both sides, right? Because it needs to be, it's basically a bond that en- should enrich both of you and your other friend, like some of Team Live Chat mentioned earlier. And it's something that a friendship, a really deep and meaningful friendship, is something that is built over time as well. I mean, good things take time, right? So, uh, being patient and uh, showing that uh, you're both there for one another actively, not only from time to time, but sometimes, we get busy, which is fine. But if if we're able to do certain spontaneous acts of kindness to one another, then that's also something helpful to build that friendship. And uh, being able to, how do you call it, uplifting one another, not only in times of need, but also in times where we're doing well and we feel like our friend can do better, right? So being able to, uh, little by little, uh, build that trust and build that great love and friendship, that's where you're able to have a friend for life.
Yes.
No, it's someone that is always there through thick and thin, someone who is there no matter what, not only for convenience, uh, but also through times where it's hard to show up. That's where you need to sacrifice. It's during those times where you know that you've got your friends, you've got that friend that you're trying to build a great friendship or bond with.
Thank you for that, Ati Arabelle. So, so very true. It's those times when times are tough and you have that friend, you have that one who will be able to support you and say, I am here for you. That is more than enough. And I just want to share before we go to Ati Care. Sister Ben White says, friends are blessings from our Almighty God. Oh, I totally agree on that one. True blessings from our Almighty God. And also says, building meaningful friendship that deep takes effort, presence, transparency, and patching up when there is a misunderstanding. Oh, very, very true. Kalu says, value our membership inside the Church of Christ that already cover up the ship in friendship. Oh, wow. For both members and non-members. That's my advice. Wow, that's a mic dropper, Kalus. I really love that. I want to read that again. Value our membership inside the Church of Christ that will already cover up the ship in friendship. She says, our membership inside the Church of Christ. Very, very true. And again, before I go to Atikir quickly, we talk about friends that are non blood related. Let us also not forget to be best friends with our siblings, with our parents, with our children, because that will build better friends outside of blood related family. When you have that meaningful friendship with your parents or with your children, with your siblings, that goes a long way because you'll be able, because our parents, our children, our siblings, they will tell us, like what Atikir said earlier, sometimes what we don't want to hear, but we need to hear them, they will tell us. And so that will lead us to having better friends in our life. So I take care. We're kind of like waiting for a mic dropper here. So what advice? What advice? I am, I feel fortunate. I feel blessed to have Atikir as, I would say, my best friend, that again through INCRadio's Faith and Melody that is on Monday to Thursdays at 9 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time and replays on Sundays in the Philippines at 6 p.m. So don't miss it. Okay, Atikir, what advice can you give when it comes to building meaningful and supportive friendships?
Um, as everyone is saying on the comments, it's pretty much saying, don't let that ship sail away, right? Don't let it sail away, because you have these opportunities that our Almighty God has given us as we can be instruments to our friends. Before I get into my answer, I do want to tell Atidel what she said. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna replay it, because sometimes when you hear a praise, when you hear something that you put so much effort in and somebody sees it, then it makes it all the more rejoicing to do even more to that person or to your friend. Because if you can say it and if you can see it, then let that person know, because it just makes things uh, so much easier to say, keep going, be there for that person, right? So, my answer for this question is, it's for me, it's the effort and the time that you make if you want to build this friendship. How deep and how much do you treasure this friendship? How much do you want to make this friendship work? It's for me, it's you got to put the effort in. It's not going to be handed to you on a silver platter and say, "Here you go. You guys are best friends. Here you go. This is your person, your support person, your go-to person." It doesn't work that way. You have to make that effort. You have to show the receiving party that, yes, I want this friendship to work. Yes, I want this friendship to build up. I want us to build each other up. I want us to be better. We have to grow with each other as well to make things better for not only our lives, but our families' lives just as well. Um, you know, we've talked about this sometimes with Auntie Jonah, Sister Jonah, Auntie Jonah, and that we we always say, you when there's an opportunity for you to do something for someone or even just for each other, don't miss the bus, right? We've mentioned this. Don't miss the bus because once you miss the bus and the bus leaves, the opportunity to help this person or the opportunity to further um, a friendship or make it more meaningful, it misses the moment. And when you know that moment is there, take it because you never know how things play out in our lives because the stories are always different, the chapters are always different, things change. Um, when you find that certain person, whether it's a friendship, whether it's a love, if you really want it, you'll go for it. If you really want it, you'll work at it. And if you really want it, you'll definitely pray on it, right? You'll definitely pray on it. And once you are, again, closer to our Almighty God, because again, we know between anybody else that knows me, we know He is always going to be our best friend first, right? But when you have Him as your best friend, I'm telling you, He will be there for your next best friend. He will be there for the loved one that you're asking for. He will be there for you. And again, the topic is I'll be there. Yes, we will be there physically for our friends, physically for our kids, physically for our friend, our siblings. But guess what? Our Almighty God is already here, right? Already here. You just have to pray. You have to pray. You have to talk to Him. You have to be there and do what you need to do. Take care of your promises. Do your promises. It's not hard. If you are there for Him, He is there for you. He is there for you. And testimony, I know everyone that has come over the weekend to do the meet and greet. We would love to do future meet and greets. We would love to meet everybody that we can as much as possible because the opportunity is endless. The opportunity to travel is endless. We are just beginning. Faith and Melody, we are trying to reach out to everyone as much as we can and grow, grow all together. But it takes that effort. It takes the effort. We got to get those plane tickets out there, right? Ati Des, let's do this. Let's go to Hawaii next. Let's go to Hawaii. But you got
Are
to
you
make it
okay?
happen.
Are you okay?
Or UK, we can go UK. We can go to Greece. We can go all these different places all around the world because the best thing is there's Ohana everywhere. We are everywhere, and this is not we are not limited to just the United States. We are just not limited to Canada. Grab your best friend and say, let's go and travel. Let's go and host somewhere else and bring them along as well because it's not going to be just us. We want the Ohana to be there as well. So again, make that effort. If you have the means, make the effort because it will happen. It will happen. And let's just do our best to make that time. Again, Atibel says, as well as Atidel and Atijana, they're saying, life is busy. Life is busy. We all have different lives. We all have different situations of where we're at. But there's always one thing in common is to be able to meet up together we can make it happen. If you try hard enough, we can make this happen. Because I will make this happen to see Ati Bell, Ati Adele, again, once again, Ati Jonah. We will make that happen. Ati Des, we're gonna make it
It's
happen.
already in the
We're gonna
chat.
make
I
it happen. Oh
care.
yes.
December in Hawaii. Whoa. I would
Wow.
love that. I would love that because December here, it's winter time. I would love to get away. But like you said, I couldn't agree anymore than that. What you said, the effort, even to for Ate Adele to see that, like you said, for someone else to see what you've tried to do to establish that friendship, it's out there. People can see the effort that you've done. And like you said, if you really want to treasure and you really want to build a meaningful and supportive friendship, you really need to put in the effort. And you've done that. Um, wow. I just saw a comment from Sister Benwa, taking a bullet for a friend. That's how our Lord Jesus Christ gave his life for his friends or for the members of the church, giving your life, for someone. That's something else. That's something else. Being able to do that, and you know, uh, the amount of insights that we get from our live chat, from everyone that's tuning in and listening and sharing with us what they think about the topic discussion is for us like, wow, this is a deeper meaning of friendship. Me personally meeting Kuya Rod, Carl Luz, at the Ivy, at the Joyce, who I only know in the live chat, and then meeting them in person and being able to hug them and say, "Oh wow, you support us every single day." That is friendship right there. And like what Kalu says, this is the one unique blessing that we have inside the Church of Christ, the membership. It's a different kind of friendship that we have, that we treasure. And going through what you had said, Ate Care, the effort has to be there. They've shown that they Kaluz Kuya, what, an hour and a half drive, more than an hour and a half drive to be there, right?
Yes. As well as
Ate
Ati
Melvi,
Melvi.
Ate
He did
Melvi,
three
3
hours.
hours away. Kuya Stefan flew in. These are the kinds of efforts that you want to prove that, what? This is a topic that's, the title itself, I'll be there. They were there to show support. This is a meet and greet for Faith and Melody. They were there. They showed up. So now at the desk, December in Hawaii, at the Ivy, I
Wow.
think is going. And so, it's really nice that you're able to have that friendship built on faith, built because of Faith and Melody. You can watch Monday to Thursday at 9 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time and replays on Sundays at 6 p.m. in the Philippines. It's hearing, we want to share this with you because when we did the meet and greet, we did interviews with them, how Faith and Melody has impacted their lives. And it's just very heartwarming to hear how Faith and Melody have impacted their life and how we share this, that Faith and Melody has changed our lives to be better Christians, to be better people. And why is it important? This is my next question. Why is it important that we help those in need? Because sometimes those in need would be embarrassed, would be shy to reach out. But why is it important that we help those in need, especially if they're your friends and you know that they're in need, but not reaching out to you, but you feel, oh, this friend of mine, she needs me. Why is it important that we reach out to them, especially to those that are in need? Ate Adele, we'll start with you on this one. Why is it important that we help those in need? Ate Adele? Oh, okay, she's kind of like composing herself. Why don't we go to Ati Arable? We'll give Ate Adele a few minutes to
Well,
think about.
as members of the Church of Christ, we have been taught in our worship services to always be kind to one another and to help those in need, especially to share our faith, right? And um, it's really important to um, step up or to uh, show that you want to help them in those times, because I mean, it's our way to show that we love them, right? It's really important that it that we show up if we want that friendship to last, right? And um, as members of the Church of Christ, uh, we usually we've always been taught about being kind and showing love and care to one another, but also not it's just not for it's not for our own good, but it's also for a greater good, right?
Mhm.
When you're trying to be kind to someone, it's not about, oh, what will I get in return, is about, oh, what will happen to them if I don't help them. That's one of the saying that my mom shared with me as well in the past. And being able to, you know uh, help those in need is something that not only will inspire the person that you're helping, but also those who see it around you, because
Mhm.
it's something that it's like kindness is something that can spread really easily. And the more kind we are to the people that are around us, the kinder the environment is around will be around us. And inside the Church of Christ, we have different activities, right? We mentioned earlier about the INC giving, care for humanity, and just being kind to one another. That's the one of the steps that we need to take as members of the Church of Christ to reach perfection in our
Mhm.
faith.
Yeah, totally agree, Ate Arabel. Sharing kindness. You know what? On my way home from Sacramento, it's the first time I actually heard this. You know, when they announce all these rules on the plane that you have to wear your seatbelt, you have to make sure that you understand what to do if there's an emergency. At the end of that, it's so nice to hear them saying, share kindness. It's the least we can do to spread around the people around us. And I was like, wow, like this is the first time for me to hear that they would announce that for the environment to be a better place to be, something like that. And it was like, huh, this is what we do inside the Church of Christ. We promote sharing kindness. That's why we have INC giving, we have care for humanity. Because, like you said, this is what we are taught inside the Church of Christ, to share kindness. It's the least we can do to help those in need. That's why we do all these INC giving activities, the care for humanity, even that singing for a cause, especially for the elderly. It's one of my favorite activities because just seeing the smiles of the elderly, the seniors, it's enough for me to be like, oh, I did something kind. I did something good today. It just brings so much joy. And so thank you for that, Ati Arabel. It is very, very important because, like what you said, kindness is one of the things that we are taught inside the Church of Christ. And for us to be able to share that, yes, at the Ivy, it is contagious. You know, once you start doing it in the morning, the start of the morning, just be kind. It's enough to spread that kindness all throughout the day. And it makes you feel good inside as well. You know, when you're sharing kindness and they reciprocate that kindness, you share kindness to the world. And let's go and read some comments on our team live chat because they have been sharing as well. Kuya Rod says, we do everything with love. It's in our nature as true Christians to give and extend a helping hand because they need it. I personally, I have gone through the deepest of lows, to be financially drained, to really have nothing. And I don't know if it's because I've experienced that I try as much as I can to help others because I know what it is to be able to need something and not knowing who's going to help me. So if I am able to extend help, that's what I do. I try to extend as much help as I can because there would be friends, there would be brothers and sisters who would not ask for it. They would either be embarrassed to ask, they would be shy to ask. But because I've been there, I've been in that situation, being the one needing the help. That's why I know how it is. I know how it feels to need help. That's why I try as much as possible to reach out as much as I can. In the boundaries of what I can offer, of course, I will try to extend that help to them. And so we've got some comments from our live chat from Sister Diana Galyeva. She says, hello, my beautiful Sister Jonah and my Sister Flo. Shout out to Brother Ron Poblete. What happened to me meeting each other when we were both supporting very good friends and family. I think they were supposed to meet each other and probably they missed that meet and greet. Oh, they're talking about Hawaii now. Meet and greet with Ate Des. Oh, wow. Look at that. Because of this topic, I'll be there. We all want to say, I'll be there in Hawaii. So Sir Ben White says, I often support my friends, but when I'm the one struggling, sometimes I'm shy to show that side. Opening up about it, people think I can manage. Like jokers are not taken seriously. See, I think it's the same way for me. It's hard to sometimes open up when you're in need, but a true friend can feel when you are in need, and all you got to do is ask. Sometimes they are waiting for us to open up and to ask. And Kuya Rod says the thing I want to get that's contagious is kindness. Yes, Kuya Rod. um and they're kind of like they have their own chat there in the live chat right now. They're reaching out to each other there and already busy talking about our meet and greet in Hawaii. I take care. Did you see that in Hawaii
Yes.
in December? I've got like 6 months to prepare for that. I don't want to miss that. I don't want to miss that opportunity. But before we are almost at the end of our show today. I just want to greet sister or brother Sal Lozano, greeting us from the District of Mediterranean, as well as Sister Fez Salas, saying warmest hello. Oh, wow. Thank you for tuning in to Faith and Melody. And talking about helping those in need, we have our verse of the week, which is very timely to our topic discussion. I'll be there. And this one is entitled Helping Those in Need for our verse of the week, which will be shared to us by one of the ministers of the gospel, Brother Bob Peline. So, Kuya Tek, whenever you're ready.
One of the sad realities that remains even in our modern times is the truth, the reality that many children, in fact, millions of children all over the world, go to sleep at night hungry. Families not able to provide the basic needs for their household. Hello, I'm Bob Pauline, and I want to share with you a command of God that we here in the Church of Christ are so happy and thankful to always respond to. I'll quote Deuteronomy chapter 15, wherein here the Lord gives to us the following instruction. There will always be poor people in the land. So I command you to give freely. Open your hand to your neighbors or relatives or countrymen, brothers, and to the poor and needy in your land. God has given this as a command. We will not just shut our heart and close our eyes. Here inside the Church of Christ, we're thankful for the church administration's guidance. For all of us inside the church are open handed in helping our fellow men, especially our brothers and sisters in the faith. That is our way inside the Church of Christ, the Iglesia ni Cristo, under the leadership of the church administration. Come, join with us and be part of the great works that we are doing all over the world in fulfillment of this command of our Almighty God. Stay safe, stay strong, stay faithful.
And that was verse of the week, helping those in need with Brother Bob Palin. He was there. Thank you for the reminder of that as well. We are at the last leg of our discussion. This was a wonderful, wonderful discussion. And again, the topic was I'll be there. We've had so many great insights, so many great comments out there as well. You know, one thing we do need to remember before we do our Christian value is that as members of the Church of Christ, we are all Ohana. We are all family. Again, we are not just friends or brothers and sisters or anything else you want to call the members of the Church of Christ, but we are truly, truly family all together. So, again, if you are invited to watch this link, or if you are able to give this link to all our friends, our family, siblings, loved ones, share it. Share that link. You know, it doesn't hurt for them to watch. In fact, it might even touch something that they haven't heard before, or that maybe that the way we've said things or the things that we've said today might be able to help each and every one of them. Um, you know, with this program. So yeah, just always share, always share the link, because again, if you are able to invite a loved one to a Bible study or even an activity, that's already a win. And those who are being invited to an activity or to a Bible study or even a worship service where they have beautiful, beautiful songs there, give it a try. Give it a try. You just never know. Um, am gonna go. So I have the Christian value here as well. So let me let you know that as members of the Church of Christ, not only do we share our faith, but also our love to our fellow men as we do our best to help those in need, especially our brothers and sisters in the faith. Always, if we can have our, you know, more any more greetings or promos out there that we want to say before we wrap up our this great discussion.
Yes, if I may, INC Radio Canada on Saturday, that is 6 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. And I also want to extend my thanks, heartfelt thanks to everyone that showed up in that meet and greet at Atikir's place. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart and his warmest greetings to every one of you out there.
And I would like to also greet INC promote INC Radio United Kingdom, which is every Sunday at 5 p.m. British Standard Time, which is Monday, uh, 12:01 a.m. Philippine Standard Time, if I'm not mistaken. But yes, I would also like to greet a happy belated birthday to our district minister, Brother Harley Alcantara. Happy birthday, po. And I would also like to greet everyone in the District of Great Britain, and see you next week in the Unity Games that we will have next Monday. But
Yes.
yes.
I wanted to also promote Saturday for INC Radio Sacramento at 2:30 p.m. in the US or 5:30 a.m. Sunday morning as well. We do will continue the shows the next for this next week, Tuesday through Thursday, 9 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. The topic for tomorrow is building confidence and courage. Again, I want to just bounce off Ati Jonah saying thank you for those who made it to the meet and greet. That was one of the best meet and greets that we've been because we feel that those that are on Team Live Chat, we already know who you are, but just being able to physically see you and give a hug there, we're super ecstatic with that as well. And I just wanted to say one more hello to Atinel out there in the Bay. Again, thank you. It was nice meeting you as well. It is not the first. There will be many more because we got a lot of stories to tell. We got a lot of stories. Sorry. So then, yes, that's our show. I'm gonna go ahead and pass it on to Tibel to close out our wonderful show.
So thank you to everyone who was able to make it today and be there for us. And thank you also to Atikera and Atidona for being here with me. Thank you
Of
so
course, we're
much.
always here for you.
And of course, to our technical team in the main studio, Kuya Irene and Kuya Nico, thank you. Without you, we wouldn't be able to run this alone. And also to Auntie Des Asenas and Brother Edwin Asebuke. And we would also like to acknowledge our CEBSI President and CEO and CFO Coordinator, Brother Angelo Eranio Manalo. Thank you so much, po, for your uh, great support for us and through INCRadio as well po. And our executive minister, our dearest brother Eduardo V. Manalo, thank you so much po as well. And for tomorrow also, continue to watch us. You can also watch us during our replays every Sunday at 6 p.m. Philippine time, or continue to tuning live every Monday to Thursday at 9 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. And for those in the Philippines, that's basically Tuesday to Friday at 12:01 a.m. Philippine Standard Time.
Yes, yes. And of course, next program coming up after Faith and Melody is Iglesia ni Cristo and the Bible. And the topic is Overcoming Life's Sorrow with Brother Ariel Evangelista. And the closing song for our show will be the INC original music, Abound, I Am Your. Ate Jonah here, and we hope we've made the start of your week extra meaningful. Stay safe and join us again on the next episode here on Faith and Melody. Thank you so much. Love you, Team Live Chat. Love you, everyone. See you in December. You know what? That'll be a dream for me.
See you soon.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Kuya Nico and Kuya Ay.
There may be many people losing hope these days, but I hold on to God's promises no matter what I face. Troubles in life will never weaken me, 'cause I'm a member of the INC. My hope is strong as I sing this song. For every storm that I go through in my life, I tell him all my worries and cares. I won't be afraid, for he is always with me. Instead I heard from faith, anything's possible, nothing's unbearable. My faith and hope is in God. My hope is true, with faith I will endure. Take a day against any sorrows. Oh, his love and his embrace remind me I'm not alone. His love is His grace. With faith and hope, we know He never fails us. He's brought us this far.
In our Father, yes, we can always trust.
Every day we know it's such a blessing. So until Him, all my prayers I bring. Hard trials, temptations, sufferings, but I will never stop. Abandoning hope and faith and love for God. And hope is in God. My hope is true. With faith I will live. And hope is in God. My hope is true. With faith I will live. And hope is in God. My hope is true. With faith I will endure.
Ito ang INCRadio, DZEM 954, ang tinig ng katotohanan, himpilan ng Iglesia ni Cristo, sumasahimpapawid mula sa Quezon City.